Hi everyone, and welcome to another short video update on Xschem or Xscheme features using Claude Code. That's what I want to go over today. Visual Diff, Xscheme saves the data in text files. That means doing a diff is really easy. But if you've used Cliosoft's Visual Diff, you know how cool that is. So Claude Code is happy to uh, provide that for us. Multi-window support for highlighting through hierarchy, view type toggling. That's something that Cadence provides that's very convenient. So I'll talk about that. Wire stubbing is something I promised last time. Demonstrate that for you. There was a bug with bus transposing. And then this is something that I use very frequently with Cadence. So I'll demonstrate that as well. So start off with the first thing. That's the visual diff. So let's go here. There's a lot we can do to improve the library manager. We don't have category support yet, but one thing you'll notice is something that hasn't been committed is in a different, is not in the bold font. So this has history, it's been committed, this hasn't. So let's do a div. Oh, let me quickly show you what I did. Right. So I just moved this guy and I added this one. So let's see what we get. So let's take this one and do a div. And it's gonna default to the first view it finds that's of the same type, right? This would be lame. So I really shouldn't have this in the drop down, but maybe you could pick a revision from history. I don't know. I haven't tried that, but let's just do this and see, compare. And the nice thing is also gives you this diff navigator. Now it's not perfect because it's just using the database file for now. So you know that we actually didn't touch this. It's calling out this guy, which we didn't touch. It's calling out this guy that we didn't touch. It should highlight this thing. I removed the resistor here, so we should highlight that. Maybe, but you can navigate the diff with this guy, so that's really cool. So that's one thing. And what's the other one? Okay, multi-window highlighting support. So let's take this. This is one of our friends. Oh, actually, before that, let me show you the symbol editor. So let's take the, this is the symbol. And the view toggling, view type toggle. So this is the schematic view. I can go to the symbol view, and now it's added support for. It's not. It's like Cadence now. So you have. So this is an old. This is in. It's not an edit mode. So you got to convert to edit mode, and now you can drag this thing around. But what this is just text, right? And that's changed. So what you'll do if you do a Q on this guy, you'll see that the show name is off. So this hasn't been it's it's been migrated, but let's delete all of these and then select all the pins. Or let's just apply to all, and then say show name. So we won't change anything else. Just say show name, and that's done. That's done it. And I hope you noticed it also. You also see which one you're editing. Look at the highlight. It's all. So it's highlighted all of them. Change back to only current. It's only going to apply to one. So anyway, we fixed this, so that looks nicer. But that was the point of showing you that was the view canvas save file. Yes, it goes back to schematic. And uh, let's say we have this guy here, and let's open up this guy again. Let's open it for edit. We can, or let's do this like we did the last time. Control N for a new canvas. Paste this here. Close this guy, and then you can Control Shift X to open descend in a new window, and that's something that I do want to demonstrate. But here we're in the schematic view. What happens if you do an Alt 2 here? It didn't do anything, so that's a bug. Whereas it should have highlighted, it should have just popped up this guy, which it didn't. So let's close this for now. That's a bug for sure. Okay, Alt 2 here, toggles. Let's close this anyway. Oh, that's another bug there. Okay, we'll hold on to this guy for now. Okay, so then what I want to show is we descend. Control Shift X is my shortcut, but you can set your own. Descend, but keep the It's linked. You're essentially doing this. So essentially E gives you this form and I'm picking new window and that's what I did. And if you look at and you can always, let's come back here and raise the CIW window with Alt F5. That's my shortcut. And you see when you do descend, you'll see that okay, maybe it's this version doesn't have it, but I gotta pull that. Okay, so let's look at the other guys as well. So this is one, and let's also descend into this guy in a new window. But I want to show you the highlighting. So this guy is actually connected to this one. Right? So let's do this. I promise to show you the stubbing. So I come here, I select this pin and press space. Unlike Cadence, it gives you a stub. Probably should put in options for the length. Let's do stubs on. So now this guy is connected to this guy. You understand this is connected to this guy as well. So let's come here and highlight this one. Let's use F5 since that is a highlight style. Right? And so you saw that it did that right away. What about the animated styles? So let's dismiss highlighting. And how about buried net? So this is a buried net. So if I highlight this one, it should show up here, right? So let's do that. And you see that it is doing it. So that's an animated style. Let's dismiss and come here and let's apply restart it. Okay. Do one of the animated styles and you see that it works. So that's something I hope people like it. I hope people use it. Cancel. I didn't change that. So that's not good that it asked me to do. Okay, that's another bug there. That's good to know. What else? Wire stubbing was demonstrated, bus transposing. Let's quickly look at that. So here we saw that if we did a bus, so let's do that. And now transposing just keeps moving that up and down, right? So what if you first transposed and now you did the bus size increment? It holds on to that. So that's something I use fairly often. And now here, these are two of the same instance. So you can find these in the library manager. Control Alt S should do that. And that's here. So now what happens if you deselect everything? You select only a library here, and you do Control Alt H here. I mean, it is like selected. It's kind of hard to see here, isn't it? But it did select both of them because they're both from the same library. But a better example is probably this one. Let's look at this guy. Open read only. And what library is this guy from? That's from devices. So suppose you only select the library name here. You come here into Control Alt H. You select a bunch of them because they're all from the same library. Now, what if you, let's pick this guy, right? Find this one in the library manager. Slowed down a lot, didn't it? Let's close this guy since we're done with this guy. No, I don't want to save. Don't want to change. I want to save. Okay, I think that's about what should be. That's this one as well. Okay. Oh, that wasn't nice. Okay. Few bugs to figure out. Okay. Let's come back here and open this guy. Control G is to get rid of dismiss the grid, by the way. And okay, so we know that this guy is from, this guy is from devices, right? Okay. So what if you select something here and come here and do Control Alt H? It's going to find, okay, you can see it selected all the resistors. Right? Let's say we pick the capacitor. Come here and do Alt H. And when would you use symbol? If you do that, it's going to find all the symbol views that you placed. But that also saves me a lot of time. I want to demonstrate that as well. And if you have only the library selected, it's going to select all of that library. It's only the cell, all of that cell, regardless of view. But it'll flag, it'll warn you that there are different views of that cell placed. So you can go here, you can select it here and do Control-Alt-H to find all similar ones. Like let's say here, how many of these are there? It'd be nice to get the count over here, but it's 4. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I had. That's all it is for this one, and hope you liked it.